Hello everyone, welcome to episode number 11 of McFizzle's Hardcore Survival World. It is season 9 still, and it's day 1855. And yeah, we'll just got a couple of things that we're doing in this episode, but yeah, mostly it's just continuing to work on the pyramid and see what happens from there. So yeah, I'm just getting rid of some seeds. I usually just go down, chuck them in the lava down here. But that's not what I'm doing. What I'm actually doing is collecting lava with my buckets for my furnace room. Getting through the lava slowly. A little bit more. It's a fair bit here to get rid of. Alright, so we're getting near the end of the pyramid. This is the bottom half of the pyramid. This is where I'm going to have all my automatic farms. I've already got one. I've got the watermelon farm. This is the most dangerous part of the area because it opens into a big chasm. So I've thought about putting a layer of ground, a solid block underneath, but I sort of like having the glass there so I can see through it and, have a bit of, an interesting background. But yeah, I'm just being careful around this area and because there is lava. I've put some water there, you can see, just so in case I do fall, I will land in water, not in lava. But yeah, so far so good. I'm about, I don't know, 2/3 of the way done. Alright, we're back in the pyramid. It's day 1861. And yeah, I'm just going to show you the automatic watermelon farm. You can see how the I don't know if you can, but like the minecart is a bit jerky around. I've had a lot of issues with lag in this pyramid, but I've just sort of dealt with it. But yeah, you can see that's sort of, I want to have a few more of those and hopefully some pumpkin farms as well, and maybe some sugarcane farms, all underneath the actual villager farm, so I can continue to get those sweet achievements. But so far so good. It's looking pretty good. I really like the yellow glass. Alright, we're getting to the end now. A few more blocks and we're done. Awesome. The outside of the pyramid is done. The glass. Put some torches in there just to be safe. Yeah, it's taken a long time, but it's finally done. The next step is to follow. I think we might put some of that, see the grey there, that grey level? We might do that across the ground here. So we can have a sort of a floor of, it's a few blocks deep. We want to sort of match it to the watermelon farm that we've already got. So where you would walk into the watermelon farm will be the ground of the pyramid. So yeah, we've got to get a lot of grey glass. I've got a bit, so we might as well put down what we've got, I guess, and see how we go. See how much more we need. I'm guessing a lot. But that's how it goes sometimes. You just got to do what you got to do. I think it'll look good, when it's done. It'll probably be 3 or 4 blocks deep. So I thought about leaving like the torches or adding glowstone, but I just sort of think it looks fine the way it is. I might even have a bit of space around the pyramid, which might give it a bit more light, but at the moment I'm quite happy with how it is. It's looking good. Getting to the end now, running out of the old grey stained glass. I didn't think I'd fill up the whole of the bottom floor of this pyramid. It's going to take a lot of glass. I really underestimated how big this space was going to be, I think, when I got started. But you know, I start these things and then I just continue going until they're done. Keeping the area nice and lit so I can avoid getting mobs to spawn in here. I don't know if mobs can spawn on glass or not, but better safe than sorry. Plus it just means I can see better, obviously. But yeah, running out of glass, and so yeah, we're going to have to get to getting some ink, but the most problem I have is getting the bone meal because I don't have a skeleton spawner, so I might have to go do some old school grinding. It's the next day. Here we are. This is the outside. Now that I've done the outside, I can start working on the edges of the outside of the pyramid. The pyramid, because there's so much lag involved, and I couldn't really figure out why. I thought it might have been because there was so much sand around the place. So I've filled it in. See on the left there's a whole bunch of sort of layers of different blocks. So I've been filling in the pyramid around the outside of the pyramid with these different layers of solid blocks rather than a sand which can move if you. So I'll just continue doing that, and hopefully we can resolve some of the lag issues that we've been having so far. Getting to the end of another layer of the outside of the pyramid. This will probably go out to, you know, so it'll be in line with the bottom of it. So you can see we just get a flat sort of area around the pyramid where it sticks out of the ground. And it's still got, I don't know, 4 or 5 more sort of blocks wide to go. It just means that where the pyramid is, there'll just be a little bit of a flat area around it. But yeah, I don't think it's doing anything in the lag issue, but I've started doing it now, so I just want to finish it. And at the very least, it gives me a little bit of security, particularly if I do a layer underneath the glass, which, you know, I might do. I'll just see how I go. I do like the big hole in the ground. Okay, now I sort of decided when I was doing the last bit of mining of the outside of the pyramid that I might just go to the edge, you know, try and finish on this bottom layer, and then hopefully just be able to mine, finish it all at once rather than having to do one bit at a time. So as you can see, I'm on 1, there's 2, and then 3, 4, 5 blocks or so, maybe 6 if I go 1 block extra. And so I've got to dig out all of that all the way around and then all the way up to the surface. So it's quite a bit of digging, but you know, that's what my hardcore survival worlds tend to be, is a lot of digging. But I think it'll look good in the end, and we'll see how we go. So yeah. Back at the base, the village base, and the reason I'm here is because I've got too much cobblestone, so I've decided I'm going to take some gravel here, and then I'm going to head off into the Nether and continue the tunnels in the Nether towards the sort of outposts along the edge of the 500, you know, around the 500 mark in the Nether. So, you know, 500 on the 500 and then negative 500 on the X and Z axes, and put some little outposts so I can travel in the overworld a little bit quicker. So that's what I've been doing with all my cobblestone, is basically building this, and then after, you know, this big sort of center area, I've been adding these other areas to the outposts. And I've started a new thing, which is digging on the level of the lava rather than up in the air, because I just think I'm wasting a lot of gravel and stuff just putting it in the open air. So we're on level 34, which is roughly, I think it's 2 blocks, maybe 3 blocks above the level of the lava in the Nether. I don't know if you can see it through here, but anyway, so I'm building this tunnel off to positive 500 on the x-axis. So, and this is where I'm at. So I've got about 450 odd blocks to go, and yeah, it's a new area that I haven't been to before. As I finished the 3 other sort of major directions, this is the last one of the, and then I've just got to do the corners of the big square. So yeah, it's going to take a while, but this is how I use up my cobble. Okay, we're at 500 now. We've hit the end. We're sort of lucky it opened into a sort of a chamber area, so it means I don't have to do as much digging out, but it also means there could be mobs around, so I've got to be a little bit more careful. And so now I'm putting in another Nether portal, and then we can go and see whereabouts in the overworld this is. And then wherever it is on the surface, this is what I've been doing lately, I will build up to that corresponding level on the y-axis in the Nether. So I'll have a ladder in the Nether, and then the portal will hopefully be on the surface. Just got to watch out for these ghasts. We don't want to get blown up as we're going into our portal. I heard you over there. I saw you too. Where are you? Let's get the bow out maybe. There he is. Let's get the bow out. Get out that bow. What am I doing? Ah, okay, I'm lighting up the... Let's light it up, and then maybe we're going to have to shoot this guy, I think. He's not... No. Oh, missed ya. Take this. Okay, we got him. So now we can go over into the overworld and see where we are. Hopefully somewhere close to the surface, but usually not. We'll see. Okay. Ooh, we're in a dark area. Got a lava pool. We've got a bunch of new blocks that we haven't really dealt with a lot in this game, and we've got one of these weird sort of caves since the cave update. We've got these sort of big, long, deep, cramped cave areas. We've also got some of this, these weird blocks that we haven't really had a lot to do with. So it doesn't look like we're near the surface. These blocks tend to be quite low. Yeah, we're negative. As you can see, we're in the negatives, you know, so on the y-axis. So we're going to have to go up. I don't want to deal with that lava, so what we might do is just make a ladder. Make it sort of a ladder upwards with an extra block, so that we can dig up with hopefully out getting crushed or have lava fall on us or anything. We might put some water at the bottom just in case we fall, but I should be okay. So we'll okay, we'll dig this out and put in some water there, and then maybe we'll leave that one, and then we'll just get some ladders and keep going up and see how far up we've got to build in the Nether. to get to the same point. Okay, we've abandoned the ladder and we've been just digging around where the ladder would have been because we had some gravel issues. And we've got dirt, that's usually a good sign, and some gravel. Okay, water, that's not ideal. There's the surface, so we're in the middle of an ocean again. Yep, we've got some ice areas over there and there. Alright, so we're in the middle of a sea or something, so we're going to have to nerd pole up a bit. So we're going to have another floating outpost by the looks. And where are we at? We're looking at about 60, 63, so maybe 66 or so for where the actual portal would be on the platform. So yeah, we've got to get up to the 60s on the y-axis for our outpost. Alright, we're back in the Nether again. This is the corresponding spot to where the outpost will be, and now we're just leveling up the ladder. So we're just going to be creating these this sort of cobblestone tower and filling that in so it sort of protects us from the nasties in the Nether, and will also sort of be the base if we need to do any more level strip mines for materials or hunting for netherite and stuff like that. But basically it's just a way to be a bit safer when we're running around in the Nether. So yeah, I'll come back when I've done a bit more. Meanwhile, back at the glass pyramid, we've nearly finished digging out the bottom of the outside of the pyramid. We used up all of our cobble building up, and we still had quite a bit of ways to go before we got to like the 60 point mark on the y-axis. So we've had to come back to the pyramid to collect more materials, more cobble and stuff. So we've nearly finished this digging out process on the outside of the pyramid on the bottom, and then we can start doing the top. I don't know if we'll dig out the whole thing because I think that might be a bit dangerous. It's quite a long way down. But yeah, you can see we've just hit the end. And there's the big chasm there. So now we can go back up and dig at the top. Okay, 1951. And we're just finishing off another layer of the outside. Probably got 4 or 5 to go now. It's looking good. I quite like it how it just sort of, it has its own little crazy platform. Get these weird sort of damages where it feels like I'm suffocating, but I'm actually not suffocating. It's just some sort of glitch with the placing of the sand. It's a bit odd, but you know, what do you do? It's not really causing me any damage. It's just a weird little thing that happens. Anyway, I'm quite happy with that. Another one down. And we've got quite a bit more materials, but we could still use a bit more before we go back and keep working on that outpost and that tower to the outpost in the Nether. But yeah, slowly getting there with the big pyramid. I'm liking it. Heading back to base of my horse. Horse number 2. And what I thought I'd show you, so far I've been here for a while now. I just wanted to show you what the results of my labor have been in terms of the enchantments. I haven't really got a whole lot of, I really just want mending basically, but I'll show you what I've got anyway. So we've got protection, quick charge, piercing, unbreaking, sharpness, punch. Not all of these have been from the villagers, but if it's a max level one, that's what I keep from the villager farm. Any enchantment maxed. Okay, well, we're getting towards the end of the episode, I think. We're just digging. We're back in the Nether. We're back working on our portal. We've got about, just under 10 blocks left to dig. So you can see we've done quite a bit of progress. We've got like, I don't know, 6 or 7, 8 layers maybe. So I'm quite happy with the progress. Used up a lot of the old cobble. And so we have to sleep in the overworld. So the other good thing about having the portal set up, I don't have to run all the way back to base in the Nether to sleep. I can just go to the quick portal, and that's pretty much the whole reason for the portals, is to make it a bit easier to do the strip mining for netherite. But I have a feeling I'm going to have to dig closer to the very bottom of the Nether. So we might have to make a tower that goes down into, to level 0 or the negatives in the Nether. So it's something to think about. Probably something I'll look at starting in the next episode. Yeah, just a quick episode to show you how it's been progressing. And so far so good. But now I think it's time to have a bit of a nap. Oh, okay, I'm awake. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.